Thank you for coming. I'm thinking we're gonna have a few more people show up. But I don't know, how many of you were here in December when we did the Make and Take Go Green, for cold and sinus? And so, at that time, people had talked about having a Make and Take Go Green for the house. I think I said Go Green for sinus, I didn't mean that, I just meant Make and Take for sinus and cold. Now, this is a Make and Take Go Green for our homes and our personal use. This is my good friend Sandy, and this is my granddaughter Riley. So we share grandkids, Nathan and Riley. And so Sandy texted me a couple of months ago and asked me if I knew anything about essential oils or if I was interested, and I said, yes, do you know how to do a Go Green Make and Take? And she said yes. So she's here today to share with us her knowledge about essential oils and tell us about, we know some about it, but we don't know everything there is about how to use them for household use and things like that. So that's what she's going to share with us, and then she'll show us how to make and take the products that we're interested in. So, Sandy?
Thank you, Rhonda.
You're welcome.
It was nice to come and see you all today. I'll go through and I'll kind of explain what I have set up on the table, and then we'll start making them, okay? I have one if you want to make an astringent or a toner for your face. We use a lot of chemicals on our face. The minute you put something on your skin, it absorbs into your body. Well, an oil, the minute you put an oil on your skin, in 26 seconds, it's going through your system. Unlike medicines and stuff that, takes forever to dissolve and start working, an oil in 26 seconds goes exactly where it knows it's needed. I mean, your body knows where it needs to go. That's why you get such quick relief and quick, from pain. And I know allergies is a big thing in our house, and we mix up a lot of the allergy tablets. Within a day or two, we are seeing big, huge results. And sometimes if you're on medication, you don't feel good for a week or so. So there's certain times you have to have the medication, but if you can ever go natural and keep that out of your body, do it. So there will be a toner here you can make for your face to clean off your makeup before you go to bed. And also we can make some bath salts for your bath. Chemicals in your bath salts are terrible because they soak in through the water in your system and they go all through your bloodstream. So we want to keep the chemicals out. So all you want is pure natural Epsom salt, not ones that's scented, because their scented ones are chemicals. So you're soaking in chemicals for 30 minutes or an hour. When you're relaxing and taking that hot bath that you think is making you feel better, you're actually hurting your body. It says we don't need that chemical. So what you want to do is, if you ever mix Epsom salts for your bath, you want to mix your oil with your Epsom salts and baking soda, because if you just put your Epsom salt in your water and then your oil, put your drops in there, your water just keeps it floating. So your body is not absorbing it like it would through your salts. And these salts are relaxing. It helps detox your body. It's a wonderful way to relax. Baking soda helps detox your body. What could be more natural? Your mom's used this for years for cleaning and stuff like that. So that's a wonderful one if you want to choose to make that one. I brought stuff to make roller bottles, and you can pick 2 or 3. We can make hand sanitizers. We can make bug type sprays. I use a hand sanitizer all the time. I keep it in my purse, in my house. The kids know where it's at. They love hand sanitizer. Anytime you touch money, that's one of the nastiest things you've ever touched. And I work in a retail shop, so we're constantly touching that. So I always want that off of my hands because you don't know where it's been. So all this will be is aloe vera gel. We have vitamin E gel, which is perfect for your skin and hands because that's most of the time where you keep all the sanitizer. And both of those will give you softer, more supple skin. We'll put in the oils like Purification, Thieves. You can use citrus oils. You never want to overuse your citrus oils because they're hot. And so when you use a citrus oil or a hot oil like peppermint or spearmint or something, you always have to have glass. You never put a hot oil in plastic because it will melt it. That's the one thing. I love to drink oil that's in my water, but you have to have a glass or a metal cup. And if you use the cups with the straws, you're going to have to order the metal straws because the oil will melt the straw. So, and then you're getting the chemicals out of the straw. Accidentally one day, wasn't even thinking, and we was trying to show somebody how the oils would work, and we wanted them to taste them, and all we had at the moment was a styrofoam cup. Well, within seconds, it started melting the styrofoam cup. So, I mean, that's how potent they are. So you have to have glass or you have to have metal. So never put your oils in plastic. We have a brand new diffuser that just come out. This is called the Desert Mist Diffuser. It puts out a wonderful mist. You can probably see that. All the diffusers they have break down the molecules of the oils in like hundreds of billions, tiny, tiny particles. So you're breathing every one of them in. They're not just dispersing in the air and floating and landing somewhere. You're actually breathing them.
Right, and that was new to me because my friend Sean does Young Living up in Michigan as well, and
Right.
she was talking about it. And I guess there's really no other diffusers they have out right now that actually break up the molecule of the essential oil so that your body can actually take it in. Because she sleeps with hers, and she puts
I do too.
oh yeah, and she puts a special one in there for sleep. And
There's wonderful ones for sleep.
right, and so that's really kind of important to be able to get the benefit of the essential oil that's actually being dispersed into the.
Well, you're absolutely not
Air.
wasting any of it.
Right.
Your whole home is benefiting. You're benefiting. Your kids are benefiting. Your pets. I'm a big pet person, so I worry not only about my babies, but about my pets. So,
Are you the one that came to my house and played with the puppies?
Yes,
probably, she's as animal crazy as I am. We have it all.
we have a picture of that. She just looked at it.
Yes. And so that's a big thing for me is making sure my home is ready for my pets too. My kids are bigger, so they're not down crawling on the floor and playing all the time, but my pets are on the floor all the time. So that's a big thing for me with the thieves. I give you the list in your folder of like 50 ways to use thieves. The biggest and best one I use, not only cleaning my counters like Rhonda was talking about, is I clean my carpets, I clean my floors, the animal bedding, their toys, everything, because then they are not receiving any chemicals. If you're chemically cleaning your carpet and your floors, and then your little pets or your little grandchildren are laying there and playing for hours at a time, their body is absorbing every bit of that chemical.
And I have to tell you, Sandy's house is neat and spotless. When I first met her, I'm like, oh, I so appreciate your organizational skills, girl. And how clean you are.
Okay, let's go down that way, baby, and we'll tell about some of those.
She likes to clean.
We told about this. This will be a roller bottle. You can make roller bottles for headaches. You can make roller bottles for pain. You can make roller bottles for boo-boos. Little kids love if they have a boo-boo. They're a lot less stressed out if they think they can fix their boo-boo.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever doubt lavender, grab the lavender. Lavender fixes so many things. It is great for cuts. It is great for if you cut yourself.
Can you just put it on?
Neat.
Out of the bottle.
Yes, ma'am. If you cut yourself and it's not some gaping bad cut, put lavender on it. It will congeal the blood and stop the bleeding. So, and it doesn't burn, it doesn't hurt, it smells good. And on top, lavender is a calming oil. So if they're stressed out and upset and crying, the lavender is going to calm them too. Yeah, lavender they said use no matter what.
I think we should have it in our kitchen for if we slice our finger.
Well, most
or
people
like-
do.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's funny you say that, since we talk about thieves. If you like onions, like I like onions, if you have thieves at home, take the lid off and set it in your kitchen while you're cutting your onions. You won't be crying.
Wow.
I don't know what it does, but it takes away the thieves'
Yeah.
oil, the small bottle of thieves' oil.
Sandy, isn't
Yes.
there a story that goes along with that thieves oil too? Because I know that I was told that they used that combination that's in that thieves oil, that the thieves used to put it on when the bubonic plague, is that how you say that?
Yes.
Was killing people, and they would put that thieves oil on, that combination, and go in and rob the sick people.
Yes.
But they didn't get the plague from the herbs and
Right.
stuff that are, yeah, so.
Thieves covers a lot of stuff. It has a lot of
Now, is
essential
thieves
oils
the
in it.
cleaner too? Is the
Yes,
same
there is an
thieves?
essential
Yeah.
oil that you can use, and then right.
Is it different from the oil, the
It's
thieves?
just
the cleaning
concentrated. It's concentrated more so than what you would take internally.
Yes, you could.
So, I mean, you wouldn't wanna pay what you pay for the small bottles, so they concentrate that to use this
Did you
cleaner.
get them?
No. Are you kidding? They are fun.
But that's fun too.
Yeah.
And then I have necklaces. Riley's modeling a necklace today. One of the best things you can do is, just for your everyday well-being. We're so busy anymore. We're stressed, we're overworked, we plan things we shouldn't because it's one thing right on top of the other, and we lose track. We lose our time, we lose time with our families. So lots of days we need something to calm us. So you can put an essential oil in there that makes you happy. There's a joy oil that's wonderful. You can put citrus oils. Citrus oils are always uplifting and make you, I love citrus. Anything lemon or orange, tangerine, lime, it just makes you feel good. My big one I use is ylang because I battle depression. And, depression's a big deal with a lot of people because a lot of them are so drugged out that they don't live life. And you gotta live life. And so the big thing with these is it's right at your heart. Plus it's right under your nose, so you're smelling it. If you don't have a necklace or you just don't want to wear one that day, you can always apply the ylang right on your heart. Always put it right on your heart and right on your wrists. And then here, it's immediately absorbing. It satisfies you. It makes you feel more calmer, more happier. And your wrists, you can just always give a quip like that. Nobody knows.
I was thinking about hanging one in my car, and I wondered how that would do, like if I made it up every day and then hung it from my,
That'd be good.
would that be beneficial?
And plus, we
Okay.
have the peace and calming oil too. That's
Mhm.
especially good for kids. If you was going to go on a long trip or something, it's a wonderful oil. I fixed that one for the kids. They use that at nighttime. But it's a good one. It just evens them out, makes them feel happy. Lavender, peace and calming, the ylang is good. Riley loves to wear mint oils. She loves spearmint, peppermint, and all those. But they are hot oils. So, remember, if you're putting them on and they're burning, never use water. Always use a carrier oil to calm them. Especially if you've cleaned your face and you get an oil, don't put water. That just makes the burn worse. So put a drop or two of carrier oil. It's not going to hurt you. I brought several carrier oils to show you. You don't always have to buy specific carrier oils. Big old bottle of pure olive oil. It's the same thing. Olives are good for you. Olive oil is wonderful for your skin. So you don't have to buy specific ones. So if the recipe says, you have to have coconut oil, you don't always have to have that. Sometimes, skin types, you'll learn what's good for your skin and you'll find ones that you like better than others. But a go-to, just get you a bottle of olive oil. Let's see. Let's go back here. This is our vegetable caplets. How many of you do these? Do you do them for allergies or anything?
Well, I use.
What is it?
Vegetable oil caplets?
Oh, yeah, they would have.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
amazing. They're wonderful. We use tons of these at our house. You just pull them apart and put your oils inside of them, cap them back. Now, if you want to make ahead of time, you can never just leave these setting out because, of course, the oil's going to melt these just like they do a cup. That's just vegetable oil caplet. So your best thing to do is get you a little mason jar or something with a lid. You can make as many as you want and put in that thing, but you have to freeze them. But the minute you take them out of the freezer, you just take them. Don't lay it out and set because it's going to go and melt away.
All right.
But we fill these with lavender. We put all the citrus oils like lime, orange, tangerine, and lemon because when you have allergies, you need every burst of vitamin C you can get. We put thieves in them, but I do put a lot of lavender in them. Lavender is the number one thing if you have allergies. You want to take lots of lavender. And generally if we start our sneezing process or whatever, if we will fill these and take 2 to 3 of them every 3 to 4 hours, within a couple days, we're feeling amazing. So, we love those at our house. Riley even takes them, so. I brought stuff, we won't make the soap today, but I want to show you that when you make soap, I think I put a recipe in there, you buy this Castile soap, and then you can use distilled water. You always buy distilled water, and then you can put whatever oil you want. Now, these are plastic, so you wouldn't want to do any of your hot oils. But any flavor or scent or stuff, ylang would be wonderful in your bathroom to calm people. any of the citrus oils would be okay in this, so they're not as hot as the mint oils. These I ordered because we have a lot of sniffles sometimes, and so they're just one of those things. If you remember when you was little and you bought the Vicks things and you always had them in your pocket, my dad always brought them. You can make your own and put your peppermint oils and your spearmint, put lavender, always put lavender, because of cold or allergies, you need lavender. But then you can just carry that with you and just put it in your nose when you're out of sight and give it a sniff or two. This is an essential oil starter kit. When you order this set, if you haven't started essential oils, it gives you everything you need to actually get started. It has Panaway, which is amazing for it hurts. My husband has terrible back pain. He works outside every day. This gets warm, but it's not that hot, like icy hot or some of the stuff you buy that actually sometimes burns your skin, but it has that warming sensation. It works in just a matter of seconds. He loves it. RC is a good one for respiratory. Purification is an awesome one for, like, if you want to make a spray bottle for like stinky shoes, if you ever have shoes, or laundry, if you've left your laundry in too long, you can always put a drop of purification and a drop of lavender and run it back through just a rinse cycle. You won't know you've left them in there. So that's a good one. Frankincense is a go-to like lavender. They said if there's any doubt, you always use lavender and frankincense. They're two oils that I can't say cures, but they go to the problem and they start healing. You know, they have certain properties that's just wonderful. Lavender you always have to keep. Peppermint's awesome in water, especially in the summertime. If you like chocolate, like brownies or something, but you like mint type stuff, homemade ice cream, put a drop of peppermint in them. Amazing. Never more than a drop. It's so concentrated. 1 drop's all you're gonna need. Thieves, as you know, with the cleaning and the 50 ways to use it, not only do you clean with it, I take it internally in my vegetable caplets. It's just one of them things that is good for your body. It has so many healing properties along with the lavender that you can't go wrong, even if you took that every day as a supplement just to protect your body. Digees is wonderful if you have dietary issues and your tummy's always upset or you have diarrhea issues. You can put this in your belly button, a drop or two, or you can put it on your fingers and you rub it around your tummy. And you've used this before, sis.
I have.
Yes, and it settles this one. Settles your tummy.
And
Yeah.
what is that?
Digees. I know my mom has a little bit of trouble with reflux problems, and I made her tablets with the Digees, the lavender, and lemon oil in it, and she loved it.
And can you just like put a drop in water and drink it instead of
You
the
sure
capsules?
could, sure. And then I haven't just drank it, I always use it on her stomach, so I don't know if there was an issue with you not liking the taste. Put a drop of lemon or something in it. And then, or if you like lime or orange oil. Orange oil is wonderful to put on your toothpaste. It helps whiten your teeth. Thieves is in our toothpaste. You wanna hold your toothpaste up, baby? There's absolutely no chemicals in these toothpaste. It's just a good total care toothpaste. If you put a drop of orange oil on it, it helps clean your teeth and whiten your teeth. And also, I use this for my deodorant. It's one of them things that you can use multi-ways. Some people have a little bit of issue because it does have a hot oil, like a peppermint to it. Sometimes it will burn a little bit. So if it bothers you, you know, we do have deodorants and natural ways to go, but you can use it for deodorant.
I use this Thieves and put a drop on my toothpaste,
Oh, yes.
but, I mean, it burned my lips and I had to quit, so what could I do? Could you do it in water and then dip it in water or something like that?
Well, see, anytime you add water, it makes a little hotter.
Oh,
I know
Orange
you-
oil. Wonder if she
Uh-huh.
could use orange oil?
Yes,
Is that still a hot oil though, cause it's a,
No, I use
No.
orange. These pretty much, it won't last very long. You know, the burning sensation, it's not a burn that's gonna hurt. When I have a sore throat, I gargle these, and yeah, it does burn just a tad.
But
it's,
I mean, it made both my up and lower lips, and I use it every day, you know?
yeah, did you have bleeding gums or anything?
No.
I thought maybe if you had some.
But when I
cuts or-
quit, completely, I just wondered if how I could use it.
And
And
you're
it
like-
whitens your teeth too.
Yeah, maybe mix you a sprayer bottle with a little bit of distilled water and a drop or two of these, and maybe just spritz your mouth and brush them. That way it's not gonna be as heavy.
Yeah, that might work,
Yeah, cause you're just getting too much.
yeah.
A drop is so concentrated.
Yeah, I know.
And some people are more sensitive to stuff than others.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, but orange oil's good too. So you could even mix both of them in there and just give your mouth an overall squirt and then, brush them a little bit. They're good to freshen your breath too, either one of them.
Yeah, I'm
So,
glad you mentioned
let's see, the thieves, you have your list, and then overall cleaning, clean it all. Pour it in dirty laundry, clean your floors, clean your counters, clean anything you touch, door handles. When your family's sick, clean it with thieves. This is totally concentrated, so when you do use it, you only need a capful. You're not pouring like half the bottle in there, half of this.
What's the difference between the dark and the
I
light?
think they just redid the bottles recently.
I have that dark one,
Yeah.
but they're the same thing.
I got this one when I first started, and of course I've used it forever, and it's still right there. And I clean the carpets with it all the time.
Sandy, how do you clean your carpets with it? What do you do? Do you?
Well, I have a steam machine.
Oh, sure, okay.
And so the water receptacle, I just put a capful in
Got
that.
it. Okay.
Because
You'll have to
when
give
it-
us the-
Did you do Luna
I know,
water? or
I
what do you-
got,
Yeah.
my niece has one and I borrow it.
yeah, because then you're not putting all the chemicals on your floor for families. We love to sit on the floor and play with the kids or play with the, animals. You're setting in them chemicals all the time. And so when you use this, and plus it makes your house smell so amazing. You feel like it's clean. Sometimes you get done cleaning and all you smell is chemicals, or you've used so many chemicals you can't smell. Have you ever burnt your nose from the chemicals? You used too much bleach or you used too much
My aunt did.
something?
She burned herself all the way through, even down her esophagus into the
Absolutely.
sponge. Yeah, she used like toilet bowl cleaner and then
Yes.
bleach
Oh.
and it was
Made
all
ammonia,
so
probably.
dangerous. Yeah, and it was years and years ago actually, but I just always remember, and you gotta keep all that stuff separate or you can really
Absolutely.
hurt yourself.
I did that years ago, and I had sprayed my bathroom with too much stuff, not even thinking, and then when I went in there, it just so overwhelmed me and took me out that I went outside and I had dry heaves because it just felt like it just kept burning.
Mm.
So to actually clean and feel like you cleaned, you can make bath bombs for your toilet in like ice trays or those rubbery ones that you just pop them out of. You can make spray. We use the spray in our bathroom instead of the chemical sprays. And then books, there's always tons of books. If you don't have this small issue, some of you may have the great big one. This is wonderful just to carry with you, and it has all the oils in it, what they're for. You can order these online or on Amazon. It's from Life Science, but it gives every single oil, their properties, what they're for, what you mix for stuff, from anywhere from bug bites to cleaning. They have a huge one, but I generally carry this one with me because someone's always asking me what's something for, and then you can just find it. So,
The front says essential oils and then, what did it say?
essential oils pocket reference,
Okay,
and it's from Life Science.
thank you.
And Life Science generally has really good prices on their stuff, but you could go on Amazon and compare. So, and this small book has some awesome recipes. I actually picked this one up from Sam's Wholesale. Sometimes they'll have essential oil books and stuff. This one had some wonderful recipes in it. The rose ointment oil is amazing for cuts, dry lips, if they're chapped, if they're wind burnt, sunburnt. It is that the one? It is really thick. I don't do a lot of rose stuff, even though I work in a flower shop. I can't stand rose smell. When you buy oils and stuff, it almost just gets to me. But this does not have an overwhelming smell. But anytime I've got a cup or my hands get really chapped from being in the water all the time, it is greasy at first. It will soak in. But I mostly use it at nighttime when I'm going to bed, and I'll just scoop my hands up real good. I do use it on my face. It's wonderful to keep your skin really soft. But it's not overwhelming with the smell. So that's a good one. So any questions on anything so far?
Well, probably just this, when it comes to us making the, wipes.
And that will just be our distilled water and a cap full of your thieves. And then if you wanted to put a drop of citrus oil in it just for the smell, you're more than welcome to do that.
So, yep, so we cut our roll in half, correct? And then,
And some people may wanna break them off and just fold them and put them in
Okay.
their thing too, if their container's not big enough.
okay, and then we put it in there, and do we drop, how much, okay, do we have a recipe for it?
It may be in your paper, but it's
Okay.
it's just the distilled water and a cap full of your.
In the bottom of the container,
Yes.
and then.
And we'll only put so much water and then oil, and then we'll turn it up and down and shake it, because
Okay.
you don't want it setting in water. You're not gonna wanna have so much you waste it. You're not gonna wanna wring your paper towel out, because then it's gonna be wadded up.
Yeah,
So all you need is enough, and then you can just always flip it back and forth to keep your
Okay.
top towels wet still.
okay. This I'm really wanting to be able to use, this thing.
Hot oil.
It would be perfect, I know it. All right, Sandy, so we're on our way to making
Yes,
things now?
yes.
All right. Now, do you have a recipe up there for everything, or do we have to grab our recipes out of our notebook?
Most of them I'll just tell you how to make them.
Okay,
Yeah, there should be recipes in there. Most of it, I mean, oils is not a recipe that you always have to be perfect. You know, they're so concentrated, a drop does it. You don't have to overuse your oils. Your oils are made to last, and, you know, there's no use wasting it.
now, is it $5 for every item every one that we make?
It was, that price was just the cover, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So whatever they wanna do, yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, well, I'm.
So do you guys wanna start with your paper towels? What are you gonna cut them apart with?
Oh, let me go get a big knife.
Okay.
And we do have smaller rolls, if, I think that, Vicki, I'm wondering if your roll is too huge.
It is huge.
Yep, and then I know that, Julie and her friend, Julie, is that roll you're opening smaller?
No, but it has the perforated.
That you're gonna fold it?
Oh, that's smart.
Is yours half? What do you mean half? Well, you know how to. Oh, section.
Yeah, I thought there was enough on this roll for all four of us.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
Oh, yeah, mine half.
Okay, so who needs a roll of paper towel? Surrender?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Okay,
supposed to put the oil in there first.
all right. Want a roll?
I want the pink.
The pink?
Well, just because it has half. It's the half size.
All right.
Maybe that one is too.
And how about you? Do you need a roll of paper towel? Are you gonna do? We're gonna do, yeah. All right.
Rhonda, don't you think you ought to use white? White, use that color on that?
Will it bleed out?
Well, heaven's sakes, I think it's too late now.
Do you want in half, and we can just use part of it?
I know, but I want mine in the roll.
I do
You'll,
too.
that one you'll have to,
Oh, they didn't put on the roll?
no, I mean, I want it to, like, yeah, be on the roll, like, so like this.
Yeah, so do I. So we can use whatever.
Yeah. And kind of pull it out.
Like baby.
Yes, like a baby white container.
Yes.
No, they're mainly notebook.
Jetty's over there, son. You know, it might, it might. Now I can see why the Folgers lid would work well, because it's that flexible plastic, but I am happy with this. Okay, Surrender, do you want to cut your roll in half?
Oh, so
All
you take
right.
that.
There's a couple.
Yeah, and then I took that
The
out.
other-
Looked in because I'm
Does the other knife cut better?
Better, want me to cut yours?
really old stuff and I'm not really concerned
And
about
I'll take that big, that roll out of there.
I cut my
big
roll in half.
Oh, yeah.
We're making, what is this for?
Is this for the general cleaning?
Yes, any type of cleaning, your stoves, your counters.
Oh,
Yeah, so after you kind of smush it with the cardboard out, it doesn't matter what size your roll is.
Yeah.
This is all natural.
Boy, oh
It is.
boy.
I sell.
Are ya?
Sure, I've heard of that.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't hurt no more. Well,
No, I don't know. Be afraid to use the thieves on anything. I write toys down, door handles, the toilet seats, anything you touch physically can be touched with thieves. There's nothing in it that's gonna hurt your body, your home, your family.
Can you
your
wash your
kids.
hands with it?
Yes, because thieves, they actually have a soap that's thieves, foaming soap, it has the thieves in it. Which making the soap with the Castile soap, I would put the
And
thieves
then I
in the
need
soap.
orange oil.
That's what they put in it. So if you make any homemade soap, the thieves is perfect.
So what else goes in here besides the thieves, the water?
And then we put 2 drops of orange oil. Did you get your orange oil?
No,
Thank you.
Or lemon, I got lemon.
lemon.
Now, are we supposed, are they ready?
What's it for?
It's,
Is it ready to put them in here?
Oh, for itch? I've got an itch relief one.
I've got mine all ready.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
You know what that's got?
Yes.
So accurate. He really does.
I just think, yes, I love orange, my favorite.
Let's see, maybe, you know what, rather than add more water, I bet if I just turn it
You know,
on, 'cause I don't want them to
I
be.
got
No,
that.
wait, no.
Yes, for the girl that I sat up last time, and I kept putting that in my water. And
This is how they call it, interior. Yes.
put a little bit of oil in there, put your drops in it,
I'll get you a
and then
little
you
water.
pop our rollers on it.
So all these different those are all different oils?
No, that's the one and
That's what's in this one.
The best idea.
She does.
Because
Except for these two, I don't know what these are.
essential oil on
Yeah,
this,
that's
and then you add in this.
Tea tree oil, yes, green basil, turmeric,
On
cinnamon,
my rear view.
chamomile.
That way you got your scent and the oil's able to put it so that you'll be breathing it.
Yeah, but I would always add the oil, lavender.
And I think those are good, I think somebody to make it. Okay. And if you want any help or anything, she can help you with it. I've only done that. But I'm gonna make mine that for London. That's in my rear view.
Can I make
No, I don't know how to do this, and I don't know where to. Yep, I'm all done with my oil. All right, how do you do it? And what oil do I use with it?
It's citronella,
Okay, so.
rosemary, lemongrass, tea tree, lavender.
I think I'm myrtle.
So it's already got the lavender. So they,
Oh, there you go.
So you can use them the same.
Yes, yes.
I noticed that I didn't use them. Some of those say.
And you know, they can never medically say this is gonna help or fix something, so they can't put that on the label. It's like the pen wave, you can't say pen wave, because you can't say it does
yeah,
that.
well, you know what, I changed it up, this is for my mother, this is my mom, she ended up sending it. Your tomatoes.
That's
so
what
she
that
always
is.
said, "Why it is a big container?" And I thought, well, that might work. Because I thought if I just make these,
Yes, you can make
I
that.
couldn't make them.
No, you can
make it that way, but I went like that, and I never put the next one in there like this. Like you pull one up, like you do a pull up. But I should have done it like this, I should have done it in thirds. I did like that, and I probably would get it in there better. You know, you stick one in there and you. Okay.
Is this a tablespoon you can get it from?
Yes.
There was one laying right here, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
I cannot go back to work. Sure.
So what do you put it in here? Put your oils in it so it goes in?
That's what I'm assuming. I was looking for the recipe, but I'll ask her. So I'm assuming that's exactly what I do. I measure, I'm thinking amount of this and amount of that.
Yeah.
And then drop my
Well, now
essential
this
oils
one,
in.
that's what I'm thinking. Because this is what you put your oils in, this white thing. You put the oils on that, put it in there, and then those little flat caps, see like these, is what's behind it.
That look like a little cake.
It's getting lunchtime,
Yeah,
I guess.
Okay, what's the muscle one? Is it down here?
Yes, it is. It's right beside Mavis, actually.
Right.
Right there. Yep, and it goes in that little roller bottle.
And then you wanna shake it up.
So we must have this recipe in our paper. Yep, we sure do. Hey, Sandy, I'm looking for the recipe for this.
Epsom
This is
salt.
right.
Yes.
This is
What we'll
what I'm
do
looking
is we'll
at.
fill the jar, 3/4 small of Epsom salt.
Okay.
Put like a teaspoon of baking soda in here.
Okay.
So
what's
put
the first
whatever scent you want in your
Just
bathroom here.
3 or 4 drops, and then just close it
And
and
just
shake.
shake her up.
All right.
How do I make what? This? Oh, Grandma told me. So it's a tablespoon of baking soda, fill your jar with Epsom salt, and then 4 or 5 drops of your oil.
Okay, so you are supposed to fill it up at table.
And then I'll have her make your hand sanitizer.
With the baking
Okay.
soda and whatever,
The distilled, or the witch hazel in there, and then I put 2 drops of the frankincense and 2 drops of the lavender.
Okay.
And then we'll just put your little pads in here and let them soak that up.
Oh, well, how fun is that?
It is, it's great. I use it.
I love
I mean,
that.
witch hazel's great for your skin.
Okay, well, keep your fingers out. Is that yours, right?
No, I was just making
Oh,
one to
okay.
show people,
And the
so
main oil is you put in frankincense.
frankincense and lavender.
Lavender.
It was.
It's somewhere.
Yeah, well, I got some at home.
Yeah, yeah. And then, you know, you'll just give it a shake every time you get ready to use it, so your oils are evenly distributed.
And that's for taking off your makeup?
Or closing
And then I
your
put it on
pores.
a little bit.
It'll close your pores
It's
too,
good for your
Laura.
skin, yeah.
And then I rub it on my arms when I get through my face. And I think it's like crazy.
Yeah, anytime you've used oils, even if you drip them on your hands, rub them somewhere,
Yeah.
because they're going in your body, never just wash and waste them, because they're too precious.
Except for the one that's here is, I can have that next, you don't have the stuff.
What are we
Sam,
missing?
you had one for memory, but you don't have the rosemary and the,
Yeah, I thought she set the rosemary out, did you set it out?
and basil, what do you?
I don't think so.
Rosemary and basil. Wow, I haven't even seen those ones out.
Okay, here's the rosemary, and then this is basil.
Okay, Peggy,
Sorry.
you're getting it.
I vowed I would never be in. So much for being a part of our essential oils Go Green Make and Take class. And if you would like Sandy to come and present at your workplace or your church or any group that you would like to have her come and present all of this wonderful material and have a make and take class yourself, you can contact her at
My phone number is 417-207-7347. You can always go on the Young Living website, and if you want to buy or become a distributor or purchase a starter kit, you can put in my reference code, which is 10451262.
all right.